Hi, my name is Carrie Emerson, and today I'm going to do a little demonstration on how to use the Simplicity Bias Tape Maker. We mentioned this handy little machine in this week's blog post at fitforartpatterns.com, which is all about making binding tape. And we acquired the machine at the outset of writing our new book, Sewing Quilted Patchwork Jackets, because we knew we were going to need a lot of binding tape for the 10 quilted jacket and coat projects in the book. The binding tape is used to finish the edges of many of the jackets, so all along the hem, the center front, the neckline or collar, and the cuffs. And it's also used on the inside of jackets with a quilted in lining to finish and cover the seam allowances. Keep it all tidy and beautiful. So that meant a lot of binding tape. The machine is pretty easy. So first thing you're going to do is plug it in and turn it on. It takes a little while to heat up. And you're going to set this knob to the temperature that you need for the kind of fabric you're working with, because it has a heated iron in it. And that's what makes it all work. And when that green light comes on, you know you are ready to start. So we put the guide bar in that slot and take the spindle to put on the bias strip that I'm working with to make the tape. This is a 2-inch wide cotton strip. And I'm going to thread it on here by putting it in the slot, open slot, catching it in this clip, and then just winding it onto the spindle tight, snugly. In this case, I'm using a pretty short strip just for the purposes of this demonstration. But one of the beauties of this device is that you can do really long pieces of bias tape quickly and efficiently. So now it's bound on or put on the spindle in place, pull it over the guide bar, and then you take your tip. In this case, I'm using a 1-inch bias tip for the 2-inch fabric, and thread it through the top. And you'll find it's helpful to have a pin or another small sharp device to get the threading going. And there you can see it's coming out the other end. And you want to make sure that it's evenly distributed over the tip. So make a little adjustment, pulling it a little farther, make sure I've got it in there evenly. And then you snap the tip back onto the machine in this little slot, firmly in place. So now I take the ironing cover off, and be careful, it's quite hot at this point. And that's the ironing surface. Here you can see it. And you're going to pull enough bias tape through to get it over this little roller. And that's what's going to pull it through once you run the machine. And put the cover back on, snap it in place. And all you do is press the run button, and there it goes. And now you can see that this hot tape is coming out the other side, and it's beautifully pressed evenly, and you're done in a snap with a short piece like this. So we hope you'll give it a try if you are making lots of bias tape. Thanks for listening today.